Hi guys, this is Jessica with Whispers of Grace Healing. I am here today to do your leap of faith for Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. These are general readings, so please take what resonates and leave what does not. These messages are about what is blocking you from taking a leap of faith, what energy you're working with or should be working with, and what are you moving towards. This is in order to keep you in alignment and to bring awareness to certain things you might not be aware of. So we will pull a collective reading and then go through each of the elements or each of the signs. Sorry, running a little low on energy. There's a lot of big messages coming out today. And, these are timeless, even though that I do them weekly. Whenever you come across these videos, it should make sense. And if the message isn't for you, then it's just not for you this week. So take that into consideration. If anyone does resonate with my energy, my messages, or, whatevs, make sure to give me a thumbs up, share with your friends, drop me a comment, let me know how it resonates with you. I love hearing and reading your comments. And, all of my information is down below in the description box. If you need to get in touch with me for whatever reason, I am here to hear you out, okay? You are not alone in this journey. You have support. You are loved. Felt like I needed to say that. So with that being said, I am kind of booked up on readings this week, and due to my other job, I'm very, very busy. So if anyone does need a personal reading, anyone who does get on the list will be started next week. Okay, so I'm gonna have to move that time frame out a little bit, just to make sure that I conserve my energy as much as possible. So I am going to keep track of the timestamps and post in the comments, okay? So make sure if you're catching the replay that you catch those timestamps down below. And let's see what we got going on. So this is going to be for the collective, okay? Collective energy, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is the blockage keeping the earth signs from moving forward and taking this leap of faith? Let's see what we got going on. Okay. We have the Four of Staffs. Okay. So maybe some of you have been feeling unstable lately. We have the Emperor, which is another 4. Maybe you're a little worried if you're on the twin flame journey. Okay. Not all of you are, so please take how this resonates. I will read it 2 different ways just to be sure. Some of you could be dealing with the Libra, but I feel like some of you, especially Divine Feminine, are waiting on an offer or communication from their Divine Masculine, and this is just kind of holding up a process. There are still energies that need to play out. They're telling you don't give up. So if you're like, it's very easy, especially with the Divine Feminine going through so many different shifts, and we're ascending at a very high rate, I've noticed lately. So if you are still worried about, when your Divine Masculine is going to show up or how they're going to show up, you need to release that, okay? Because they're going to show up however they show up and when they need to show up. So it's about enjoying the present moment, allowing things to unfold naturally, and letting the scales of justice balance out in your favor, okay? You do not want to manifest your Divine Masculine too early, or it could be a shit show, okay? But the offer is there. You are manifesting it, so stay positive, stay in alignment, focus on your purpose. But we do have the 4 of Wands, the Emperor, and the Justice card. So you do feel very strongly connected to this person. You could be dealing with an Aries or a Libra. It doesn't necessarily have to be, or Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. But you see a lot of potential with this person, okay? And I almost feel like a lot of you have already committed to this journey or committed to your divine masculine. Now it's just like kind of the waiting game is what I'm feeling like. So don't get impatient, okay? Don't get impatient. I know it's hard, but that's also our perception. So, you know, when I look at the Four of Staffs, though, this is like the commitment card. This is, you know, building a life together, and it's just so beautiful. Like, all of your hard work is going to pay off, Divine Feminine, okay? So release yourself from burdensome situations, especially if it's a mind frame or habits and patterns that, you know, are kind of keeping that resistance there, you know, because the more that we focus on a lack mentality or judgment or criticism or whatever the case may be, that's creating resistance, which is going to, you know, obviously bring in more low vibrations into the relationship, which you do not need. So all these things are there for a reason, to make sure that you are aware of why you are projecting, why you have accepted bad behavior in the past, why your emotions or your heart might be blocked off, all of these things, whatever your situation is, it's always there to teach you about the deepest parts of yourself. That is part of the twin journey, okay? Now, if you are not on the twin journey, which not everyone is, it's rare, okay? But a lot of us light workers, if you feel like you have a purpose to show up with light, with positivity, and that you have a mission in this world, then the majority of those people are twins, okay? But if you are a sensitive, or you're an empath, and you know, you just feel connected to the metaphysical realm, which is obviously why you're watching tarot, this could be about having a lot of fear around taking authority and stability in your life due to possibly a divorce in the past, okay? Maybe you're afraid of commitment because things did not work out before, so you're kind of holding this failure over your head, okay? And again, that's not going to be for everyone, but that's what I'm feeling for the majority, okay? So it's about being able to take authority over your life and your circumstances, knowing that sometimes a hard decision has to be made for your highest good in order to create a more stable foundation for your life and your relationships. So understand that. If that is something that you have not been working on, it's something you should be, okay? So let's see what energy y'all are working with, okay? What energy are the earth signs working with when it comes to this leap of faith? Whoa. Okay. So we have the Ten of Swords, the Ten of Staffs, and the World card. So you are definitely going through some major endings, okay, earth signs. With the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Staffs, this is like, holy shit, okay? You have been going through a lot of purging. You have been, you know, releasing yourself from feeling stuck in a mental cycle, trying to please too many people. You're finally laying down your burdens, taking some of that pressure off of yourself so that you can start on a new journey, okay? You're seeing everything coming full circle. All the hard work that you have been putting into yourself and into your journey is really starting to come into effect. You're going to start, if you have not started seeing it, you're going to see it very, very soon, okay? This is the benefit of everything that you have been going through, okay? All the sleepless nights, all the harsh truths that you had to face, all the relationships or people that you had to let go of that were not a vibrational match anymore. All these things are leading to your abundance, and they're being very clear on this, okay? So they're telling you that through your spiritual growth and insight, you will see and reap the rewards for your hard work, okay? Hey, Light, how are you? Especially if you are dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I do have Cancer here as well. But I see that, this is really about dedicating, maybe there's someone in your life that is not quite showing up the way that you would like them to. Okay. And again, if you're dealing with a divine masculine, it makes a lot of sense. But when you choose to accept for what it is, right, and choose to focus on your divine purpose and your journey, and you embrace the good and the bad, and you take control over where you are heading and let spirit guide you, they're going to show you what steps are needed to get to that hope and that fulfillment. A lot of it is not only accepting ourselves and where we stand in our lives, but speaking our truth, setting healthy boundaries, moving forward in our, process to bring more enlightenment into our lives so that we can show up with our truth to inspire others to follow theirs, right? So this is definitely taking a lot of work, and there's something that you really want to build on, but there's also some area of your life where you feel lacking, you feel disconnected from this person. And I'm telling you, if you're dealing with the twin, you are not separate, y'all. You are not separate. When you focus on that connection and you can feel them thinking about you, talking to you telepathically, when you're having dreams and visions, they're there. Okay, so don't put that label on them because it creates more resistance. And you already know where you want to put your energy. It's about making a clear and accurate decision on what is an illusion, what's going to be beneficial for you, but keeping your eye on that wishing well, okay, and moving towards whatever you need to with confidence and passion, okay? It is. And it's almost hard for me now that I'm on this journey to kind of look at relationships from a 3D aspect. So I try to, break it down for people, but it's hard for me to understand now that I'm on this journey and I've come to this awareness. So I hope that makes sense, guys. But okay, so what are the earth signs moving towards? Three of Staffs. So there's definitely something you have your eye on, okay? Yeah, I mean, we're still getting the same cards on the bottom of the deck. So with the Three of Wands, this is talking about, law of attraction. You've come past that crossroads, right? So you're finally making your decision. You're putting in all your hard work. You're starting on this new journey, and it's like a new phase in your life, and you're just waiting for things to kind of line up with divine timing, okay? So it's time to take the next step, to go ahead and plan carefully of what you want to see in your life, what do you want to experience, what direction do you want to move in, and have that passion ready to go when those opportunities line up for you. But it's staying centered in gratitude and appreciation and love for self and journey, so that when this opportunity arises, you have that confidence to step forward, okay? So what message do we have for the earth signs, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo? Okay. I find a deeper meaning and personal growth amid the discomfort. So all these different changes that you're going through is really teaching you how beautiful this purge energy can be. Yeah, it might not be pretty. It's not rainbows and unicorns, but it's like you're seeing the deepest parts of yourself, and all those things that you have been holding on to that has been creating resistance, lack, unhealthy patterns and coping mechanisms. You're seeing how beautiful it really is once you find your truth, okay? I recognize that I have chosen fear, and I choose again. I choose love. You're choosing the love. Man, and love is the greatest healer. When you choose to let all that discomfort go and you see that everything you've been through is leading you to your most authentic version of self, and that you can actually speak your truth, you can live in your truth, you can spread your truth without having to, have everyone agree with you or be on the same page. It's like just being in a pure energy. And even if we choose fear, we always have the choice to realign with love. Okay. So I always trust the direction of the universe and know that you're being guided. Okay. This is a huge transformation process for you, earth signs. So really honor it, love it, embrace it, and do whatever is necessary to follow with faith and know that you are being led. Okay. Know that they know better than we do. Okay. Yes. Awesome. All right. So let's see what we got going on with our signs. Who do we want to start with? Capricorn. All right. Oh. All right. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is the blockage with this leap of faith for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, please? What is this blockage? Okay, so 5 of Cups. When I see the 5 of Cups, y'all, so let me get a little closer so y'all can see it, okay? So when I look at this card, one of the things that I notice is these 3 packages down on the bottom. So with cups, we're talking about emotions, okay? When I think about the traditional 5 of Cups, this is about, feeling disheartened, feeling disappointed in the way that things have unfolded in your past, right? When we stay focused on these things that, obviously, as an earth sign, especially a Capricorn, you put all this time and effort into, you were emotionally invested in, and it did not work out the way that you thought it would. Okay. When we carry this energy with us, okay, when we allow this energy to, pour into our present and our future, we end up missing an opportunity. There is a connection in your life that is very beneficial for you, that can be very enlightening for you, and makes a lot of sense. I mean, look at them. They're on the mantle. They're wrapped up in a pretty little bow just for you, okay? And it's like you miss out on opportunities when you are still living in the past, okay? Everything happens for a reason. Release regret and embrace the opportunities for happiness. Search for the silver lining. So understand why these things didn't work out. Maybe they did serve their purpose and it was just time to move on. Not everything is meant to stay in our life forever, guys. And if we stayed stuck, and I know that a lot of us earth signs have a hard time with change and know that whatever we're putting our time and energy into, that it's going to last. But that's why we also have to stay fluid, because when we allow ourselves to experience and just go with the flow, then we're not so attached to everything that if it does end up leaving our life, that we're completely traumatized and broken down and have to start all over again. You honor the space that it held in your life. And then you open yourself up for the opportunities that are going to bring happiness for you, right? The things that are meant for you. And everything has a place and a time in our life, okay? So be aware of that, because if you're still living in the past and going over past disappointments over and over, and it's hard for you to open up or trust someone, then these are things that are going to end up affecting your current and future relationships, okay? And that doesn't matter. Love is love, y'all. I say that all the time. It doesn't have to be romantic relationships in order for it to, be love. Okay. I have love for a lot of different people, and they are not just romantic relationships. You can ask my tribe. They know. Anyway, Capricorn. the energy that you're working with, you do have the Knight of Pentacles. So you're taking your sweet time, especially when it comes to really dedicating yourself to the spiritual journey and spiritual maturity, okay? Which isn't necessarily a bad thing. The Knight of Pentacles always gets what they want because they are diligent in their efforts, which is a good thing. So with the Eight of Cups being on the bottom, this is talking about you're in search of fulfillment. You're in search of something that has a greater meaning in your life. And with the Ten of Swords, there are some things that still need to be released, like completely ended, cords cut, severed, burned. You know what I'm saying? There has to be an ending. Some of you could have gone through a divorce that is still affecting the way that you perceive relationships now. It can also mean that there are energies that need to balance out and karmic cycles need to come to a close so that you're not still mentally wrapped up in it. Okay? So be aware of that. If you are not working on that, then that is something probably need to be aware of, whether it's a divorce or not. If there is someone that was in your life that you were really committed to, and things just did not work out between you, but you thought you were going to be together forever type thing, then that's something that you really need to heal from because it's affecting your current relationships. Okay. They're being very to the point with y'all. This is like the quickest reading I've had all day. And what you're moving towards is the Decision card. So this card reminds me a lot of the Eight of Swords energy, which talks about like keeping ourselves in a mental prison where, we're blinded to the truth in front of us because we're still focused on the past. Okay. It's like a lack of self-confidence and belief that we have the capability to let our wings carry us, and knowing that we have the natural ability to move forward and be free. Listen, the gate is open on the bird cage. All the other birds have flown. Everyone else has moved on, but that one bird. So it's time to release yourself from that which holds you back. Some of you might need to detox friendships, patterns, health-wise, whether it be dietary. Some of you could be drinking too much or whatever the case may be. But if you are having any worry, just know that it is unnecessary and it's based on a lack of self-confidence. So that is something that you really, really need to work on so you don't carry that into your future relationships, because you're kind of at a crossroads and you're not really sure how to move forward, because not only are you not trusting yourself, but you're not trusting anyone that comes into your life and says, I love you either. So you need to gain a different perspective on what relationships really mean to you and who you are aligning with that share your vision. Like when you think about your life and how you choose to show up or what you want your experience to be, what do you think of? Like, how does it make you feel when you think about your future? Do you think about your future with dread? Do you look at it with optimism? Do you have faith that everything's going to be okay and like really believe it, taking the necessary action steps to release yourself from things that are causing disruption or stagnation in your life? These are the things that you really need to be focusing on so you can choose a different route for yourself that is like completely different than what you've done before. And it is going to be a process, but it's there for a reason, because they want you to be free. They want you to be free, and they want you to release yourself. They want you to fly with freedom and express yourself however you need to without the pain that's attached to it, okay? They want you to feel the love. They don't want you to stay in that energy anymore. So I feel like some of you are just like really reminiscing on the past lately, okay? So let's see what advice they have for you, Capricorns. What advice do you have for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Wow, y'all are taking your sweet time. Why are you being so quiet, Spirit? Come on. There we go. I let go of the shadow of the past. Do y'all hear that? Do y'all hear that? I mean, I just said it, okay? Some of you are reminiscing of your past, which is causing you to disrupt your current relationships and your future ones. I let go of the shadow of the past by seeing someone for the first time with the eyes of love. So maybe you're going to meet someone, or you have met someone that is just going to open your eyes to what love really looks like, and you're going to understand why all these past relationships never worked out. You are going to start seeing things very clearly. You could be having a lot of shifts within your mind's eye. You could be opening this up or working really hard on opening this up, which is just about seeing things clearly, seeing truth, having the visions and the dreams and everything that comes with truth. So yeah, I feel like someone's going to open your eyes, Capricorn, whether you've already met them or not. But I would go ahead and really start working on acknowledging, accepting, and releasing these things, okay? So let's see. Who do we want to move on to? Virgo. So Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, okay? What is the blockage for Virgo? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. The Knight of Cups. Why is that a blockage, please? Why is that a blockage for Virgo when it comes to this leap of faith? You know, it could be, you know, a fear of commitment, or a fear of committing to offering something and it being rejected. Kind of getting a couple different things. I feel like, you know, especially when you have something that really inspires you, or something that you are like, especially, oh God, with the Ace of Wands, I'm getting like a lot of sexual drive here, okay? So maybe someone like really stirring up your passion, and, you know, something that really gets your heart beating really fast. Okay. I feel like there's this fear of failure, of rejection, and you know, they are saying that you need to stay open, because there are partnerships that are coming that are actually going to be really beneficial to you. Yeah, listen, okay, Virgo, damn. Okay, so if you are fearful of offering your cup to someone, or someone offering to you, and this is obviously someone that brings out a lot of damn emotion for you, someone that you're very attracted to, someone you're very passionate about, someone you want to build with, you know, there could be other people involved, but the Three of Pentacles does talk about cooperative partnerships and working together. You know, listen to your heart, do what gives you joy, believe in yourself. Some of you could be dealing with a Taurus with the Divine Guidance card, or a Gemini. So, you know, it depends. Some of you could be, and you know, I'm going to read it on both levels. Some of you are dealing with a twin, okay, especially with the Four of Wands and the Lovers here, and you're ready to commit to your twin. On the other part, you have someone who could be a Gemini, or someone you have a very deep soulful connection with, that you are ready to commit to. You have seen the signs, you have seen the synchronicities, you're ready to link up, you're ready to build your foundation, you're ready to start a life together. But there are still things that need to play out. You're trying to figure out, I feel like this is more on self-love. Like, really think about it. When you think about how much you love yourself, is it hard for you to tell yourself that? You know, you're a little exercise, and this is a good way to realize where you're at, okay, when it comes to self-love and self-acceptance. If you put your hand on your heart and look at yourself in the mirror and you say, I love you, You are confident, you are bold, you are worthy, you know, you are deserving of all the great things in life. You deserve happy, healthy connections. You know, how hard is it for you to tell yourself that? I know the first time I told myself that I loved me, I cried my fucking eyes out because I didn't believe it. And it took me a long time to get there. So if that is something hard for you to hear, and even a lot of us that are light workers that, you know, have so much love to give others, a lot of us don't love on ourselves enough. And this is very, very important. You have to have the confidence to move towards the divine connections that are being placed in your life, whether they be twins or soulmates, because there's very, very strong connections that you are wanting to commit to and build a life with. But you also need to take some time to really focus on filling your own cup right now. Okay. And that's gonna how I feel like that's kind of where that Three of Pentacles energy is. I don't necessarily feel like that is necessarily someone else being involved. I feel like it's your past self, your new self, and then your counterpart or your soulmate. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like your partner is already kind of there. It's about you catching up. So whether the energy is flip-flopped, okay? So, hey, Rebecca. But yeah, I feel like there is a lot of love there. There could be some reconciliation happening too, but there's a new form of commitment and spiritual growth, like spiritual awareness and, you know, unlocking that gateway, right? So let's see what energy you're working with. What energy is Virgo working with? The Knight of Swords. So, I mean, this is the energy that you're working with. So you're kind of choosing logic over emotion, whether you're moving quickly away from something maybe that you felt rejected from, or you know, maybe you've made up your mind this is really what you want and you don't care what it takes to make this happen. You're going after it. You are strong, committed, intellectual, and diligent with whatever you're going after. And you just feel like it's time to move quickly towards something that is new and tangible for you. And especially when it comes to emotions, we have the King of Cups and the Star card. So you're going after what makes you feel good and what inspires you. There are some things that are creating that disconnect and resistance to change, okay? And I feel like that's where that self-love comes in. When you really focus on the self-love and self-acceptance, that is when you're going to see things really turn around for you. So what are the Virgos moving towards? Okay, well, you got them all. So we have the Page of Wands, Seven of Cups, Nine of Cups, the Decision card, Seven of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, the Magician, and the Page of Cups. So the way that I'm kind of taking this, some of you could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. That is your energy. Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. So I kind of feel that there is something, again, that you really do feel passionate about and you're ready to move towards. You know, there could be a lot of options out there for you, but there's only one that kind of makes sense. And you don't need to play around with any other options if you know that this is one for you, right? This is someone that really excites you and challenges you, but it's also time for you to be clear on what you feel is best for you and move past any illusions that are keeping you from the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is, you know, hopes and dreams being fulfilled. You know, all your dreams will become a reality. All you have to do is make a wish, and the Seven of Cups is the wishing well. You know what I'm saying? So when you move past these illusions and make a like true decision and focus on that wishing well, then when you make that wish, your dreams will become a reality. But you have to remove things that are holding you back, which is yourself. Because with this card, a lot of people have been getting this card, okay? The bird has free reign to leave that cage, okay? So it's up to you to be able to allow yourself to be free. Unnecessary worry based on a lack of self-confidence. Again, self-love. Release yourself from that which holds you back and need to detox. And any worry is unnecessary. You know where you want to plant your seeds. You know where you want to invest your time and your energy. It's just about being patient, because this is something you really feel like in the long term that you will have a very happy and like very significant life with this person. And it's something that you've manifested. Okay. So, you know, the offer and the love is there. There are new emotional commitments that are coming into your life. And some of you might be either reaching out or getting a message from someone that opens up about how they really feel about you. So keep that in mind, guys. All right. So what advice do we have for the Virgos? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What advice do we have for Virgo, please? Okay. When I think I've surrendered, I surrender more. Again, plant those seeds. Make your wishes be known, Virgo. Okay. This is a really good time to work on prayer and letting the universe, you know, work with you. Let them show you what you need, what you want to experience in life. Talk to them. Power of prayer is very beneficial when we feel like we are either stagnant or really not sure what direction to move into. Okay. So your prayers are being heard. I just heard that. So your prayers are being heard, Virgo. Okay. So let's move on to Taurus. Taurus. All right. So what is the blockage for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus when it comes to taking a leap of faith, please? Okay. We have the Page of Pentacles, the Moon, the Two of Staffs, and the Five of Cups. Wow. Okay. So, okay. So Taurus, there are some certain things that you need to learn when it comes to accepting your abilities, trusting your intuition, facing your fears. I feel like this is a lot of, you know, personal growth for you. Okay. Like learning and educating yourself on how to be more positive in life, how to use your abilities for law of attraction, that kind of thing. And especially when it comes to making decisions about how to release your past in order to accept positive, helpful relationships in your life, no matter what those relationships are or look like. Okay. So that's kind of been what's, you know, it's not necessarily a blockage unless this is something you have not been doing. If that sounds like something that you need to work on, then this is your confirmation that you need to start reading some self-help books. You know, instead of just reading or watching tarot, maybe you need to watch some self-help videos that are like full of positive affirmations and giving you the guidance you need in order to help uplift and inspire your life. Okay. You're so welcome, Jamie. But there are certain things in your past that are kind of keeping you blocked from making a certain decision or from, you know, accepting those beautiful relationships that the divine is trying to hand you. So this is about really facing your fears, especially on a divine feminine aspect, where you have to do some research in order to gain that knowledge. And it's also about using your intuition and trusting that as well, okay? So what energy is Taurus working with? What energy is Taurus working with? The Ace of Swords, yes. Okay. Ace of Swords. Archangel Michael is coming in. He says, I will give you truth. I will give you clarity. I will allow you to see everything. Okay? And it's one of those, like, aha moments. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, that's why that happened. Ah, that's why this was aligned with me. Oh, that's why that left. That's why this didn't work out. It just all starts to make sense. And it's because Spirit's leading you to connect the dots. And the more that you do this work and this research, you're going to start seeing why everything's playing out the way it's playing out. So don't allow bumps in the road to hinder your progress. You need to be open and clear with your communication. And whatever you feel you need to speak up about, don't hold back. Okay, this is a time for you to use your voice and to speak your truth, especially when it comes to the passions in your life, the things that you want to create and share with this world. This is a very important time for you to own that. Okay, so move forward confidently and have the courage to take action when it's necessary, because you know what you need to do, Taurus. You know how you need to show up. So this isn't really a time to take a typical Taurus standpoint, like ease into it, because you've been easing into it. This is a time to dive in. Okay, this is a time to move forward and you will be successful. Okay, so what are they moving towards, please? What is Taurus? Whoa. Okay. Wow. So we have the Star, the Queen of Staffs, the Six of Staffs, the Knight of Staffs, the Page of Staffs, wow, the Seven of Cups, the Nine of Cups, the Decision, Seven of Pentacles, and the 10 of Pentacles. So some of you could be dealing with an Aquarius, okay? Doesn't necessarily have to be, but this is like, okay, so when I look at the Queen of Staffs, you know, I'm not really going to focus too much on signs right now because I feel like this is more energetic. But this is about, you know, allowing your seductive qualities to surround you, like to really know how beautiful and amazing and capable you are of creating whatever life you want, especially with the Star card. This is talking about all your dreams and hopes being fulfilled because you chose to believe in yourself, right? And you're allowing the universe to align for you, right? So any difficult situations will end. And once you decide to own the decision you made, you know, that aha moment, you have that confidence to do whatever it is that you feel like you need to do, and go after what you want. And when you do, you will be successful with the Six of Wands, okay? And it's because you chose to take action. You didn't choose to sit back. And now that you're following your passion, you're ready for the challenge. You're ready for your wishes to come true because you've already, you know, there was probably a lot of decisions or illusions around you. And again, just like Virgo had, this is about seeing past the illusions and choosing to focus on the wishing well, which then we have the Nine of Cups. Make a wish, your dreams will come true. So when you make a clear decision of what direction you want to head in, and you release yourself from, you know, yourself and holding back what you feel needs to be communicated, not holding back on inspired action and choosing to believe in yourself, to move forward with confidence and authority, right? Owning your decision. and choosing to build that self-confidence is when you're going to know exactly where you need to invest your time and energy in. And when you're patient, it might not always look like you want it to, but you're investing wisely, because this is something that you will be very happy and content with later down the road. Okay, this is something that is going to bring financial security. It's going to bring happy relationships. Maybe you travel. You're going to just feel rewarded with a happy life. And that's a beautiful thing that Taurus always wants, right? So let's see what guidance they have for you, Taurus. Okay. What guidance do we have for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Obstacles are detours in the right direction. Hold on. Y'all ready for this? Okay. Look at this. Can y'all read that bottom? I know it's kind of tore up. But a wonderful new idea. Do not allow bumps in the road to hinder your progress. Obstacles are detours in the right direction. Okay? So if you hit any sort of hiccup, it's telling you that you were originally kind of starting to veer off path, and they're bumping you back into alignment. Okay, so this is where awareness is key. This is where, it's just one of those things like, oh, okay, well, I guess we're back on track. Where's my purpose? Where does my energy need to be? Where do I need to invest my time and energy, right? When you see it like that, you will know that they're realigning you, okay? So I hope that these messages help y'all. It really is a Taurus thing. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, a lot of people think that Taurus do communicate very easily, and we don't. We actually internalize a lot of stuff because, we're people pleasers, and we're the nurturers, we're the caretakers, and it's just something that we do. So, a lot of us have always put ourselves on back burners in order to take care of everyone else. And it's really time for us to start speaking up. Okay, so I hope that these messages help you guys. If anyone does need a personal reading, if you want to go ahead and get on the list and get in line, I would suggest that you go ahead and do that, because things are booking up really fast. So if you want to get on the list, I will start the rest of anyone from now on next week. And so just let me know. My information is down below. If anyone would like to donate in order to support the channel, there is a donation link down below. I appreciate everyone who has helped support this channel and the way that it is growing. I am so appreciative of every single one of you who are choosing to show up for yourselves. Like, really, I know this work it's not all fun and games, and it's not so bubbly and whatever the case may be, but I'm a very real personality, and I feel like we need to honor both aspects because they're there for a reason, guys. So if you need support, you have found support. If you need me, I'm here for you. So don't forget to drop me some comments. I love reading your comments, guys. Okay, don't forget that. And so understand that. And Jemiah, okay, so these are just for like the collective. These are not personal readings, but if you would like a personal reading, I'm hopping on at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight to do mini readings for a $15 love donation. So if you are interested in that, then you can receive a mini reading, and hopefully we can get you some answers. But yeah, if not, then hop back, watch the replay, and hopefully you can gain some clarity on your situation. And if you need more, then hop on over to the mini reading tonight, and I'd be glad to help you. Okay, so yeah, guys, thank you so much for everything that you do and how y'all show up. I really appreciate every single one of you. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe. You know, if you know someone that needs to hear these messages as well, please send it their way. Sharing is caring, and we can all use these messages, whether we know it or not. Okay. So yeah, with that being said, take care of yourselves. Remember to stand up for yourself. Go after what you want, because you are free to make that choice for yourself. You are loved and supported by the divine, and there is nothing stopping you but your fear. So move past that and keep doing your thing. Okay. I love you all so much, and I wish you the best of luck. I'll talk to you soon.